So I've decided it's about time to get started with projects again. So I decided to start work on the electric drive project. I thought that putting a geared motor on it would allow basically the speed to be more stable, but that did not work at all. It had the opposite effect. So what happened was, when I powered it up, the speed was just going all over the place, sort of back and forward slowly. The PID loop was just hunting. So I basically don't know how to program it properly. It's a bit beyond my skill set. So I did another test with it anyway, and just running this motor with the exact correct voltage will produce a pretty accurate frame rate even when I put some load on it. So I'm going to just have a really simple system, just with a set of PWM values in the program, and I could just press a button and it will choose each frame rate, and it will just be a PWM value, and it will basically supply that, and there will be no speed feedback loop because I just do not know how to do it, unfortunately. The mount plate I 3D printed 100% in full density, so this is the first iteration, and I didn't put the countersinks on this. I had to do that myself, but I wasn't too happy with it. This wasn't thick enough and the screws were sticking too far into the gearbox and nearly destroyed it, so I printed a new one that's thicker, so that's working really nicely. I could try and power it up just now. Well, I can't actually, I've not got the power supply. And plus, the controller box, I damaged that. I don't even know where it is just now, but I've ordered a new Arduino, one with a nice breakout one with plenty of power, ground and supply pins and all that, so I can 3D print a new project box, stick it to the side there, and it's going to be a lot simpler. All the Arduino's going to do is control the exposure, show me what the exposure is, and count the feet and frames. So while I'm waiting for the new Arduino to arrive, I'll start working on this camera. Now, it's a Alpha 16, and I bought it because I liked it, and it's really compact, and it takes C-mount lenses, but some C-mount lenses stick in too far and could actually break the semi-transparent mirror. When I received it, the mirror did have a crack in it, but luckily nothing's affecting the image. It's just a very small piece that's broken off, and I actually thought the mirror doubled as a solar panel for sensing exposure, but that's not the case. There's actually a CDS cell just underneath it. Try and focus on it better. You'll sort of see it, just a little silver cylinder in there. So that side's plastic, and so is that. It's not as high quality as the other cameras that I've got, definitely not. So I'm just trying to open it. So the film goes, one film goes there, another one goes on top of it, and the battery for the exposure meter goes in there. I think I could just run it on a 3.7 volt lithium ion cell and that would probably work. Takes 3 old mercury cells, which aren't made anymore. And the mechanism inside it is just like a ratchet mechanism. It's just a claw thing moving up and down, and it's sort of ratchet shaped and spring loaded, so it doesn't go like that like most other cameras, so it's probably not going to be as steady as, say, this camera or the Canon one I've got. So hopefully I'll be able to get this one working, and it'll be a nice compact one for me to use. And the thing is, when I took it apart, I'm not sure if I've put that plate on there with the shutter speeds and frame rates on it, so I don't know if that's on there right, so I'll have to do some testing to make sure that's in proper order. But other than that, it seems to work well. I've ran dummy film through it and it seems to run fine. It's really noisy though.